Crypto Kids, we're seeing a dump over on gold, over on silver, over on platinum, over on copper. And these are big dumps. I mean, we got up to an 8% dump over on gold. Silver went down by 12%, and this was happening over just a 30-minute basis. We wiped out $2.5 trillion from gold in 30 minutes, and that's equivalent to the entire market cap of the crypto industry. Unbelievable. And when we go to the price of Bitcoin, Bitcoin is heavily influenced by the prices of precious metals and the price of the S&P, which is down 60 basis points. So we're now at a critical line of support at $84,400, which we said that Bitcoin will have an opportunity to bounce from over on the Moonshow channel when we were live streaming, and that's what we're doing. And I'm quite positive about the short term because the metals are bouncing, they're rebounding. You can see they're back up again. And Bitcoin followed them with the dump, and I think we will follow them to the upside. We still have a CME gap pending at $90,000. I have a very important macro chart to show you that looks at what happens to Bitcoin and copper after gold and silver experience tops. We have another macro chart to show you, which Raoul Pal beautifully illustrated. So today's video, as always, is going to be a banger. Crypto Kids, if this is your first ever Crypto Kid video, well, welcome to the channel. My name is F. I've been making videos about the markets for the past 4.5 years now over on this wonderful channel. We do daily Bitcoin and cryptocurrency updates, macroeconomics. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell for time-sensitive videos, and let's get this channel to 65,000 subscribers. If you want exclusive video content and updates before I go live on YouTube, then check out the first link in the description to Levex. It is a very cool cryptocurrency exchange where you can access my profile. I published an interview with Da Vinci that I'm posting tomorrow on this YouTube channel. I posted on Levex, and our subscribers can view it for free. Once you sign up to Levex, just go to the search place and you can search for Crypto Kid, and you will be able to see the content. I deposited around 50,000 US dollars into this account, and I'm going to be publishing a short trade when the time comes. I can even show you that capital, and once I enter this trade, I'm going to be posting it here under my post section, so that if anybody wants to see and get updates on it, you will be able to get those updates. And you can actually also trade on Levex, and they have a very cool platform. You can do multi-trade, long, short at the same time. We'll get into the details once we start opening positions, but if you're interested, it will be the first link in the description down below. With that said, let's go into the metals market and see how that's going to impact the price of Bitcoin. Today's been so volatile for metals. It was crushing. Get the pun? Gold went down by 8.85%. Copper went down by 8.5%. A ridiculous sum got wiped off, and everybody's questioning, why is this dump taking place? Well, look, if you trade like a meme coin to the upside, if gold is going up every day 2%, 3%, 5%, you're going to see meme coin-like dumps. It's just how it is. The market got exhausted. You took out your liquidations, and this is why metals experienced a dump. And it's so funny. For years, people said Bitcoin is too volatile to become the money. Gold is always going to become the money because it's stable. What happened today? Where are those people now? All right, volatility is a feature. It is not a bug. And I mean, these metals are so volatile, they're surpassing the volatility on cryptocurrencies. We're not seeing this amount of volatility that took place over the past 1 hour, 2 hours happen on cryptos in the past 7 days. This is the state of the market. This is what's taking place right now. And I know all of you want to know what will happen with Bitcoin when we take all of these different factors into context. What is the next play with Bitcoin? Well, we're at a very good level of support. We've retested this line of support back in the 18th of December and also the 1st of December, 2025. Metals are seeing a reversal. The S&P is seeing a reversal. So I would anticipate the closure of the gap at 93K. Regardless of what Bitcoin does, if we break below the sign of support and we decide to tag 80.50, that could also be a plan B to account for. But I'm still hoping for that 93K CME gap to be closed. This is where I will take a lot of profits from weeks off of the table and begin shorting around the 200 daily moving average, where I will post it. I'll post that trade over on Levex, but that's sort of my expectation in the time being. If we break below 84.5, then yes, 80.50 is the likely place, and we can rediscuss if Bitcoin decides to take the plan B route. CME gap, all eyes are at 93K. Same as yesterday's update for Bitcoin. We want to see that 93K gets close. But this is the most interesting chart I think I wanted to really share on our update here, and that is looking at the comparison between gold, silver, copper, and Bitcoin. We look at the previous 2 cycles. The price of gold experiences a top, and following this top, you see a 17% drop. Silver tops exactly the same time as where gold does, and silver experiences a 12% decline. Now, during that pump before the top, copper is in a consolidation phase. Bitcoin is in a consolidation phase. Copper and Bitcoin move when gold and silver experience peaks. Look, during that decline of silver and gold, copper goes up by 54%. Bitcoin runs by 95%. This is the 2016 cycle. In 2020, gold has a top. It drops 20%. Silver has a drop. It drops by 21%. Copper goes up by 93%. Bitcoin goes up by 41%. So today, I think we will establish a top soon that will be identified with a little bit of consolidation that we experience at some point. We don't know if it's today, tomorrow, next week, but whenever we see a consolidation, that will be the warning sign to say, hey, we're topping out here. And when we do, I see copper ripping. I see Bitcoin ripping. It can take a while, right? I wouldn't be expecting it like right now. I still believe that Bitcoin will probably be in a consolidation for a couple more months. But when I zoom out and think of the macro picture, you're getting a divergence. When we zoom out and take a look at the next 7, 8, 9, 10 months, you're getting a divergence between the NASDAQ and the Bitcoin spot price, a pretty hefty one. These divergences close. Bitcoin follows M2 money supply. The stock market follows M2 money supply. And these divergences, they close. So when I look into the long term, right, I'm expecting higher prices for Bitcoin. So even if we dump to 67 or 70, it will be good places to potentially open long positions. But when it comes to my spot portfolio allocation, I'm not waiting for 67 or 70s or lower 80s to buy. I'm buying in right now. Macro signals point towards upwards continuation. And that's really what I wanted to demonstrate here. It doesn't matter what's taking place in the short term. The long term for Bitcoin seems very bullish. And if you missed out on gold, if you missed out on silver, I think Bitcoin is the next, personally, #1 opportunity. And #2 is going to be copper. From a political angle today, we also have some political updates. The Senate Agriculture Committee has passed its portion of the Clarity Acts, and we got a 12-11 party line vote with no Democrats voting in favor. This is a warning sign. We need this crypto market structure bill passed through ASAP, because midterms are probably going to be lost by the Republicans. The Democrats will most likely win. We're going into a government shutdown on Saturday or Sunday, it looks like, right? And if we have a shutdown for 2 months, that's already taking you into March, May, what is it, February? Yeah, it's taking you to March. If it goes on for longer than May, then you have the summer holidays, and then you have the midterms and there are other priorities. So we need to get this market structure bill passed ASAP, because if we don't, then we will never see the chance, most likely, to get such legislation where we can see inflows of billions of dollars go into altcoins. And that's what we really want to see happen for a return of the bulls in 2027. But guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. That is a wrap. I will see you all on my next update video tomorrow, and it's going to be the one with Da Vinci. Bye-bye, guys. See you.